Johnny Cash. He didn't write When the Man Comes Around because he had something to sell. He wrote it because he had something to settle. By the time he recorded it, he was a man marked by physical decline. He was blind in one eye, in constant pain, and recording from a wheelchair. But his voice, it had never been more clear. And this song, it wasn't about death. It was about judgment. The lyrics are soaked in eschatology, the theological study of what happens at the end of the world. The word comes from the Greek eschatos, meaning last things. It's the branch of theology that deals with the second coming, the final judgment, heaven, hell, and the apocalypse. Johnny Cash wasn't just questioning scripture. He was staring down the end of all things, globally and personally. He opens the track with Revelation 6:1 through 2. And I heard, as it were the noise of thunder, one of the four beasts saying, "Come and see." And I saw, and behold, a white horse. That white horse is one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Some read it as Christ. Others say it's the Antichrist. Johnny Cash doesn't force a choice. He just wants you to feel that arrival. The thunder, the hooves, the reckoning. In a single verse, he sings, "The hairs on your arm will stand up at the terror in each sip and in each sup." It's communion imagery, bread and wine. But now there's fear where comfort used to be. Judgment baked into every bite. And when he sings about the whirlwind in front of the thorn tree, he's tapping into that dream he once had, where Queen Elizabeth told him cryptically that he was a thorn tree in a whirlwind. He never shook the image. In the Bible, thorn trees represent pain and cursed ground, and whirlwinds are symbols of divine fury. When you put them together, Johnny Cash gives us a chaotic prophetic storm of his own making. But it's not all fire. There's reverence, too. When he sings, "And the wise men will bow down before the throne, and at his feet they'll cast their golden crowns," he's quoting Revelation 4:10. Even the elders of heaven, the crowned faithful, surrender everything in the presence of the divine. That's the depth of submission that he's drawing on. There's no ego here, not in the presence of eternity. Cash had worked on the song for over a decade. It was one of the few original tracks on American 4, The Man Comes Around. The rest, they were covers, borrowed voices. But this one, this was all Johnny Cash. And it was not crafted for radio. It was not polished for sales. It was just built piece by piece, like a personal letter to God. Or maybe from God. And maybe that's what gives it such weight. It doesn't ask you to sing alone. It asks you to stand still. Because when Johnny Cash talks about the man coming around, he's not talking about some vague cosmic force. He's talking about the moment when the accounts are tallied, the curtain falls, and you find out where you really stand. And he's not guessing. He's testifying. These are Interesting Things with JC.